In mid-December 2023, a former economic minister of France, Thierry Breton, said something very striking, which we have analyzed in one of our videos. He said, "It's the imbecility of Emmanuel Macron that opened the eyes of Africans. One thing is sure, if France loses its colonies, our children and grandchildren will go to Africa to search for their livelihoods. Immigration will change direction. Macron needs to go. If not, France will suffer. Europe needs to unite to fight this new African vision. If one of the heads of the putschists falls, the others will abandon the vision. Africa does not have a history, so Africa can't manage the world." His statement revealed a lot, which we detailed in our video titled, "Former Economic Minister Blames Macron for Opening the Eyes of Africans." But there is something we want to pick out from his statement that relates to what is happening currently in Burkina Faso. He said that if one of the heads of the putschists falls, the others will abandon the vision. The former France economic minister was referring to the military juntas of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, who severed ties with France after assuming power. The fact that countries in the Sahel have cut ties with France is a very serious issue in France, which has made the elites in France turn against President Macron and the military leaders of the Sahel countries. So, this man says that if one of the military junta, maybe Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso or General Tiani of Niger, is removed from power, then it would have a domino effect on the rest. In our previous video, when we analyzed this statement, we didn't pay much attention to this particular statement. But with the recent events that have happened in Burkina Faso, we can't help but think about it and ask the question, was the statement an idle one or a glimpse of what France planned to do? For those of you not aware, a lot of things are happening in Burkina Faso that are threatening to remove Ibrahim Traoré as president of the country. First of all, a deadly attack occurred on June 11th in the Mansilla area near the border with Niger. Now, according to the reports, armed men attacked the Burkinabe military base in Mansilla, which led to the death of around 100 soldiers, with many more missing. The report also added that several hundred civilians fled Manila for neighboring towns in search of safety. An intelligence group known as SITE also confirmed the report, stating that fighters stormed a military post in the town, where they killed 107 soldiers and took control of the site. The question is, who was behind the attack? Well, 5 days after the attack, JNIM, a group linked to Al-Qaeda, stated that they were responsible for the attack. The group shared several videos online of JNIM fighters riding motorbikes and shooting relentlessly in a remote village of mud-walled buildings. They also shared videos of raging gunfire around the army base. Another video showed a display of ammunition and dozens of weapons, and at least 7 captured Burkina Faso soldiers. Right now, the group has blockaded Mansilla, and it is not possible to enter the city without a military convoy. According to analysts, the June 11th attack was one of the worst setbacks in terms of losses that the military has suffered since fighting first spilled over from neighboring Mali in 2015. Now, while the country was still reeling from the losses, something happened again the next day. At about 3 p.m. on June 12th, gunshots rang out around the premises of the Radio Television du Burkina, RTB, the national television network in Ouagadougou. The station is close to the presidential palace, where Traoré was meeting with a council of ministers at the time. It was reported that a rocket hit the parking area of the TV station. In a video report by the RTB and photos online, cars on the station's premises looked to be riddled with bullet marks, and signs of a projectile that landed in the compound were noticeable. The incident resulted in 2 minor injuries, quickly taken care of by the Presidential Health Service. Initially, the government kept mute on the incident, but Traoré later visited the broadcaster and said it was friendly fire. "Those who are there to protect you are the ones who unfortunately caused the incident," he said. "It's part of their duties. In wanting to check a certain number of things, unfortunately, someone mistakenly fired the shot." Whether or not this is true is not clear, but it's obvious that Traoré was trying not to cause panic. Now, what do you observe from these 2 attacks? The June 11th attack by the jihadists is different from the other attacks carried out by the same group. Usually, these groups attack civilians in their homes and villages. However, this time they attacked a military base, killing about 100 soldiers. Then the very next day, the country's TV station, which coincidentally is the first place coup plotters take over in the country when a coup is about to be carried out, is attacked. It's obvious that these two incidents are related. President Traoré may have said that the rocket was mistakenly launched, but in our opinion, that is not the case. What we think is that external forces, probably France, are trying to remove Traoré from power. You see, the people and the soldiers have been supporting Traoré and even extended his transition government to 5 years. This means that there is no way relations with France would be resurrected anytime soon in the Sahel. And as you know, Traoré seems to be the head of the military juntas in the Sahel, so what better way to kill the African vision spearheaded by them than to remove the leader? So the best way to do so would be to first remove the people's support for the government and cause a mutiny among the military, which would lead to a coup. And what better way to remove the people's support than to highlight the failure of the government to do what it says it planned to do? This is exactly what is happening in Burkina Faso right now. Captain Traoré took over from Henry Damiba because he was frustrated with his efforts in dealing with the insecurity, and he has been working hard to combat the insecurity. However, the June 11th attack, which killed over 100 soldiers, highlights to the people that all his efforts have failed. Now get this. For the first time, the citizens of Burkina Faso, who have always supported Traoré, have begun to criticize him following the June 11th attack. They accuse Traoré and his government of failing to address the security crisis despite acquiring modern military equipment. The coward Ibrahim Cap Traoré is hiding, Sagnon, a Facebook page with 11,000 followers, said, further expressing shock at the scale of the militant attack. Mansilla, the pain is very deep. The least that can be done is to communicate. We need to know what happened, said Idrissa Badini, a blogger with 7,100 followers on Facebook. Another Facebook user, Henry Sebgo, said the lack of reaction showed the military rulers' lack of compassion. However, there are still some who have defended the junta and accused jealous forces of working to destabilize Burkina Faso and the alliance of Sahel states, which also includes Mali and Niger. Senator Cletus Official, another popular Facebook page, alleged that enemies of the alliance of Sahel states were behind the rocket attack on RTB. Now, not only have the people begun to criticize Traoré, but there are rumors that there is dissent within the army which resulted in what happened on June 12th. Even before the Mansilla and RTB attacks, there was already speculation about internal tensions within the military. And to confirm these, sources from the military told French broadcaster RFI that the 12th of June state TV attack was linked to the army's internal situation and that things are not good. However, President Traoré has denied claims of mutiny in the army and said that it was just propaganda from Western media. He said, "We are here. We mustn't listen to these individuals who are trying to distract people. We're not running away. We're not backing down. We're not giving up." He also added, "This unfounded and misleading information is the work of ill-intentioned individuals and small groups with nefarious designs. These allegations aim to sow doubt, to create psychosis in public opinion, and to demoralize the troops strongly engaged in the fight for the liberation of our people." However, even though Traoré claims otherwise, there are fears that a coup to oust him is on the horizon. This is even made evident in the fact that recently, dozens of Russian instructors have arrived in Burkina Faso. According to an African diplomatic source speaking on condition of anonymity, 2 rotations of planes carrying Russian instructors have arrived in Burkina Faso from Mali. These Russian instructors may be Traoré's new security detail to protect him from those trying to remove him from power. But the question is, will it be enough? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.